Let's be honest, one of the greatest things about the Amazon Influencer Program is getting paid to receive free products. It blows my mind no matter how many times I say it that I can get this desk, this plant, this sound installation, this tripod, this lights, and literally hundreds and hundreds of other things sent to me for free. I make simple 60-second videos of them, and then I get passive income on those videos for years to come. So now the question is, what's the best way to get brand deals? What are the secrets and tips? Luckily for you, I'm gonna be sharing my 5 tips to more success with brand deals. I've received almost 1,000 free products through the Amazon Influencer Program. And just to show you a little bit about what I'm gonna be sharing with you, I recently got this package today. This brand sent me one of their products. It was a beef tallow product, and I reviewed it. I'm gonna be sharing some tips that not only allowed me to land this brand deal, but create a good relationship with a brand where they sent me this package afterwards. So they sent me a beef jerky, this giant tub of beef tallow, and then a handwritten letter saying, "Hi, Cade Peterson, thank you so much for taking the time to share brand beef tallow, blah, 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 blah. Your support spreads the word about the quality and care into everything we make, blah, blah. With gratitude, Rick Harris." How awesome is that? Like, I got sent a free product. I made a video for it. I'm getting paid on that video. And through the tips I'm going to share in this video, I'm going to teach you how you can have good relationships with brands and land more brand deals and really take advantage of the Amazon Influencer Program. And this brand didn't ask me to do this, but shout out Brant Beef. That was really nice to send a handwritten letter. Let's dive into this so you guys can have similar relationships with brands yourself. Tip number 1, build your reputation. If you are just starting with the Amazon Influencer Program, do not worry about brand deals for now. You need to build your reputation, get a bunch of videos posted, and you can worry about brand deals later down the line. And here's the reason why. First, you need to be experienced making a video before you make a video for a brand. So I always recommend people to get to 300 videos. That's where you start to feel comfortable. You know how to talk in front of a camera. You feel more confident. And not only that, but every single video that you post to your Amazon storefront is a little ad that is going to help you get more brand deals. And what I mean by that is the more videos that you have, the more digital real estate you have that brands can see that are then going to come to you. So many of my brand deals come from brands seeing my videos on Amazon, watching them, then coming to my storefront, and then reaching out to me. So if you're wondering why you're not getting brand deals, make more videos where you'll be placed in the top or bottom carousel, and Viral View can help you with that. We're not gonna dive into that with this video, but again, the more videos you have, the more brands are gonna reach out to you. And the second thing I want to mention is the Creator Stars right here, and you need to do everything in your power to get to platinum status. So if you aren't familiar with what the Creator Stars are, there are 4 different options: bronze, silver, gold, platinum. If you're just starting out, do everything that you can to get to gold. And then once you get to gold, do everything to get to platinum. I know a lot of brands that won't work with creators who are anything less than gold, and then same thing, anything less than platinum. The higher ranked you are, the more experience you have, and the more likely that brands will work with you. So that's tip 1, be a credible influencer. Tips 2 and 3 are the actual process of how to get brand deals. And so the first tip is how to let the brands come to you. I kind of already dove into this, but again, the more videos that you have in the top and bottom carousels, the more likely that brands will find you. But we're gonna dive a little bit deeper into that. And as you can see, out of my 2,300 videos, I have all of these videos that are showing up in either the top or bottom carousel. Again, acting as not only money makers every time someone watches the video and buys the product, but also as advertisement to brands, showing them that, hey, I'm an Amazon influencer. And then if they want to work with me, all they gotta do is come to my profile, and then depending on the social media that you have linked, they'll reach out to you. So for me, I have my Instagram account linked. Now, when a brand messages you on Instagram or whatever it may be, most of the time it goes to your message requests. What I recommend doing is going to your settings and turning on notifications for message requests. What this does is every time someone that you don't follow messages you, you'll get notified. And why this is important is the quicker you respond, the more likely you will get the brand deal. These brands are reaching out to so many people, and so you want to be one of the first people to respond. So make sure you have that notification turned on. Now, one more thing I'd also mention is if they're coming to me, I always charge them for the video. I'm not going to do a brand deal. I'm at the point where I'm getting so many brand deals that it's not worth my time to just exchange a video for a free product. I want to get paid. So I always tell them, I'd love to work with you. Here are my rates. Here's my storefront. I can have the video done in this amount of time. Here's my address, and I'm just ready to roll. And then when they respond, again, respond back quick. Be as quick as you can. So that's tip 2, is letting them come to you. Tip 3 is being a little bit more proactive, which is going to the brands. And we're gonna do this via Creator Connections and Viral View. In order to have access to Creator Connections, you need to be a bronze influencer. Once you have that, you will have access to Creator Connections. And again, these brands are basically doing extra efforts to promote their products. And by so doing, they are willing to give additional commission percentages such as 18%, 10%, 15%, because they really want influencers to promote their product. Now, the quickest way that we can reach out to these brands is to use the product view tool. I'm going to do this very surface level. If you have any questions, drop it down below. I'll include a link to a video that goes deeper into what Creator Connections is and how to do reach out. One thing I would recommend is to fine tune your search by searching for a certain product right here, or at least put in a filter of a category such as office products. Let's go ahead now and open up product view. Again, it's going to show you a ton of data of a ton of different products, helping you know which products are good or not. And when you find a product that you want, you're going to click over here on the side and then hit send messages. Now, before you hit send messages, you are going to create a template by hitting this edit template right here. And this is where you need to use your own creativity, but essentially what you're doing is this message is going to be the mass message that sends to all brands. Make sure you have this included in your message at some point, because this is what allows the mass message to be customized to the brand. So for example, if I said, hello, I'm interested in blank, Viral View is going to insert that ASIN that matches to the brand. So I'll send a different ASIN to each of these 3 brands right here. But in this message, you want to sell yourself. You want to prove why you'd be a good influencer, why they want to work with you, how many videos you've done, if you're a platinum creator, all the different things. You just use your own creativity. I'm not going to give you an exact blueprint because there's a lot of things that work inside here, but essentially create some sort of message that shows why you are a good influencer to work with. Now, once you sent the messages, just like Instagram, you want to be quick to respond. So anytime someone responds, there will be a little red dot right here, and you want to respond to that as quick as possible. And something to help you respond quickly and effectively, Viral View has created the ability to create templates right here. If you want to create a template, you just hit this plus button right here, add the template name, add the template body. And so for example, when a brand responds and says, hey, we're sending you the product, and I want to say, okay, thanks, sounds good. I just click this button right here, and that sounds great. Thank you so much, look forward to it. And typing that would take me about 15 seconds, which I just saved just by clicking this template, which might not seem like a lot, but when you've done thousands of videos, that 15 seconds turns into hours each time. So the more things that you can do like this to save time, the better off you'll be. Now, I recommend using the brand deals tracker that Viral View has created to keep your brand deals in line. So if a brand is sending me the product, I would say confirmed. If I've already reviewed the product, I would say completed. And then it automatically sends that one away. If I'm negotiating with them, I'm gonna hit negotiating and I'm gonna hit update deals. So that way I can stay organized, and then I can open up the brand deal tracker in here that will let me know of all the brand deals I've done, which ones I need videos for, and just stay up to date so you can stay as organized as possible. Now, once you've done the video, I recommend coming back to this page and sending the link to the product to the brand. What this does is it shows professionalism. It shows that you are getting the video done in a reasonable amount of time, and then letting them know, hey, the video is done, here it is. And that's how you build that good relationship between you and the brand. It's not necessary to send the links. Sometimes the brands want you to send the links, sometimes they find the videos themselves, but I think you doing it just creates a good connection with you and the brand. So that's tip 3, use Creator Connections and Viral View to reach out to brands in the most efficient way possible. Tip 4 is prove your worth. Like I mentioned, respond fast, make your video fast, and make good quality content. If you're gonna be in an environment that has background noise, it might be worth investing in a lav mic. Hopefully by now you've done a ton of videos so you feel more comfortable in the camera. The more confident you can sound when you speak about a product, the better the content will be. I personally like to do demonstrations in my videos. I think that is great content, but be professional and make good content. And then like I previously mentioned, once you've made the content, send the video to the brand and prove your worth that you are a valid influencer. Now to wrap up the video, we're gonna dive into tip 5, which I think is something that not a lot of Amazon influencers take advantage of. And it's something that has actually given me an insane amount of brand deals with very little work. And before I share tip 5, I do want to mention that tip 2 and 3 aren't the only ways to get brand deals, but I would say letting the brands come to me and me reaching out to brands via Creator Connections is about how I get 80% of my brand deals. Those are definitely 2 of my favorite ways. So without further ado, tip 5 is follow up with the brands. And I know that might sound weird or maybe even a little obvious, but let me explain. First, when you do a video for a brand and then you send them the link, you should always respond and say, hey, here's the link. Do you have any other products that you want me to make a video of? Oftentimes the brand does, and they're like, oh, great, thanks for sending us this link. This person's professional, like they're being proactive. Let's send them another product. Boom, super easy way to get another brand deal. And then the second option is maybe once a month or at least once a quarter, go through all of your contacts and just say, hey, it's me again, or hey, it's been a while. Do you have any other products that you need videos for? And just sending that message to all of your contacts will give you an insane amount of brand deals. I remember the first time I did this was about a year ago, and I had like 300 to 400 different contacts that I created through Instagram, and about a third of them I hadn't been in touch with for like months. And I just reached out to all of them and just said, hey, I'm available to do more brand deals if you have any. And I could not believe how many brand deals I got. It wasn't an insane amount. And all it took was just a follow-up message. So don't sleep on following up with your contacts. And that is my 5 tips for brand deals. If you follow these 5 tips, you will be efficient, you will be effective, you'll get a ton of free products, and you'll make a ton of money. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. Appreciate you tuning in. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.